Now, I have wanted to look at the New 52 Batwoman for a while now. The first arc made quite a splash on the world, but I never actually got around to collecting the series. Luckily, it has just come out in a trade called Batwoman Hydrology, and it collects the first 5 issues.
Yes.
Ah, Gotham. It's so nice to be back.
Yes, but it is a slightly different Gotham from the one that we're actually that used to. I mean, J.H. Williams III, he seems to be taking a more supernatural take on Gotham than we've seen that much of. And I've never been that comfortable with stories that have done that in Batman, with that sort of supernatural element, but it actually works really well here.
It really does, especially in combination with W. Hayden Blackman's artwork.
Yeah.
You know, every time Kate Kane pulls on that Batwoman red wig and heads out onto Gotham City, she kind of steps into this unreal, foggy, mysterious world of ghosts and werewolves and things that go bump in the night.
Yeah, and I think it's the balance between that world and the real world that actually makes the supernatural elements fly in this one. Outside of when she's in uniform, Kate's life is actually pretty normal.
Yeah, there's a certain visual disconnection between Batwoman and Kate Kane. You know, it's very different when Kate's dealing with the estrangement of her father or the burgeoning relationship between her and Maggie Sawyer. And then when she suits up as Batwoman to head out into Gotham City and chase down a ghost that's stealing Gotham's children.
Yeah, now from the billowing red lining of her cape when she jumps over a bad guy to the murky blues and greys of this child-stealing ghost, everything seems more vibrant, more hyper-real when it's in the action scenes than it does in the real world.
There is a duality to Kate Kane that I think the artist has captured really well. And I really like her as a character. I think she's been written with a very believable and natural voice. And honestly, I don't think you'd be able to accept all the supernatural stuff if the main protagonist wasn't credible. So I really like how that's been done.
Yeah, no, I agree. And aside from all the ghost busting, I mean, she's also having to duck the Department of Extra-Normal Operations, the DEO, an organisation that has given the Dark Knight his own headaches in the past. So I think their involvement kind of hints at a larger conspiracy that maybe is going to come into play later, but for now it's mostly set up.
I do like Cameron Chase though. I think she is really interesting. She's an agent for the DEO she's got this amazing hatred for any kind of super being and just will do pretty much anything to take them down and unmask them. So I think it's going to be very interesting to see how she and Kate Kane kind of bounce off each other later in the series.
Sure, I mean, keeping to things that actually happen within this trade though, we do get a couple of cameos from Batman, but oddly enough, I was pleased that those were kept to a minimum.
Yeah.
I would prefer it if Batwoman was actually kept apart from the Bat family, you know? I kept her tackling this underworld under the underworld of Gotham. Just keep that solo. I think that would work better.
Absolutely. Now, I am certainly going to keep reading this series. I think Batwoman is such an intriguing character. You know, she's written in such a way that even when she has her weaker moments, you never feel like she is a weak character.
Yeah. She's
been written with a beautiful voice where she can be cruel or distrustful or even destructive, but still incredibly compassionate. So I certainly am going to give this one a buy. Big ol' buy for Batwoman Hydrology from me.
Yeah, now it's going to be a buy from me as well. I think there's a lovely little palate cleanser after the New 52 Catwoman. I mean, this is a strong, relatable female character. We've also got, we've got a nice creepy story. We've got sympathetic characters throughout. I hope this is going to continue in the strength that it has in this first 5. So yeah, big buy from me as well.
Yay!